Yoel, these houses just keep going and going and going. And what you can tell is these were definitely the homes of very rich people. So what can we learn from that?
When we walked through, one house after the other, we saw mikvahs. We saw very beautiful vessels. We saw which kinds of vessels they were using. We spoke about the fact that there were priests, definitely priests. Like I said, in this direction, 150 yards is a temple. And we see that a lot of mikvahs, that's means that work in a temple. What kind of vessels? We saw different kinds. One of them were stone vessels, and the others were clay. When a vessel gets impure, with the clay, you break the vessel, you cannot use it again. The stone vessel does not get impure. But these are very expensive vessels, so these people were rich. We saw another thing. We saw the menorah that the man, one of the people he drew, and it's exactly like it's described in the Torah. But one thing we know, look how beautiful the houses here. Look how they're decorated. Look at the fresco on the walls, just like in Masada. Rich they are, and probably not very honest. Maybe a little corrupted. You said the mosaics were painted. They were not painted. They imported the stones. These are red stones originally, or blue stones, or the yellow stones from Greece, from Cyprus, from other places. And the artists themselves were imported to Israel. To build a mosaic like this was the cost of buying a new Lamborghini.
Wow. So that tells you a lot of the political situation around the time of the destruction when Jesus would have been here. It wasn't that, Jesus was unique in criticizing these folks.
Not at all. There were a lot of them. A lot of them that went down to the desert to be far away from corruption. A lot of them have fought. The others, they were fighting here all the time.
Yoel, everything you can see here is just beautiful.
That is true. But like we said before, the word ashes turns to glory, but glory can turn to ashes. From these beautiful houses, let me show you what happened to Jerusalem. So what you see here is a wall that was burnt down. Do you see the marks of fire?
Yeah.
There are black stains all over the wall. All those beautiful houses that we saw up there were burnt down, all were full with ashes. We gathered the ashes. We put it here in a box so you could see it. Jerusalem was completely destroyed.
This is incredible. This is organic material from the moment of the destruction of Jerusalem. That's mind-blowing.
That is mind-blowing.
Wow.
But let's think of what is above us. There's a brand new yeshiva. This is a museum, a very unique museum in the world. You see, when the archaeologists dug here, they thought, how are we going to preserve it all? This area is very dear. It's, people build houses, millions of dollars. How are we going to keep it? They found the best solution. They built pillars and built on top a very big school for Torah. Thousands of pupils studying out there, and we here are touring the city of Jerusalem for 2,000 years.
What a way to wrap that up. Here we have literally the ashes of the destruction of Jerusalem.
Absolutely.
And right above us, a living, active Jewish community inside the Jewish quarter of the old city of Jerusalem. Yoel, amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my man.
Thanks again to Watchman correspondent Raj Nair for bringing history to life for us here in Jerusalem. Well, up next, my final thoughts on where this city has been and where it's heading. That's after the break. Don't move.